The only Donald I want to hear is Donald Duck.
Do it. I'd do a Donald Duck impression, somebody. I can't do one.
I can't do one.
There he is.
Is that new?
No, that's old.
Yeah, okay.
Had that for a while.
I just haven't seen you in person in a while.
No. No.
Or in Duck.
Or in Duck. I haven't been in Duck for a long time. Once it gets
You don't have to lie.
Once it gets colder, I'll be Duck again.
Our audience knows what you do.
I'm writing down in Duck as the...
Welcome to Multiple Nerdgasm with your hosts, Matt, Luke, and Dan. Multiple Nerdgasm, your guide to all things nerdy.
I have my PAX ticket, and I just remembered something, because I told Dan when he buys his, he has to tick yes to a Megathon. The Megathon. If he gets in, I'm going to be so pissed.
Well, I did tick yes, so I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do if they do choose me, because I'm sure I'll be in way over my head. But it could be fun, floundering
So
about,
mad.
trying to
I've been
do all these
trying for
challenges while people go, oh, it should be me up there, including Luke.
Including me.
It looks like, boo, fuck you, Dan.
No, because I've only seen a couple of times. I catch some of the tournaments that they have if I'm not seeing something else, and sometimes you do get like, how did this person get there? But sometimes you just
It's
like,
random.
It's also the game as well.
Yeah.
Like a team game of charades where you're playing with someone you don't really know.
Yeah.
That's going to be a hard thing to do.
I was instinctively going to tick no, obviously. But what I said to Luke as we left last year's PAX was that the next time I come, I'm going to say yes to everything offered to me.
And boy, am I going to have fun.
If
Like Jim Carrey.
Hey, Danny, suck on this.
Again.
Yeah, like Jim Carrey. Yeah, because, like, there were so many things I always just went, that looks like I'm not going to do that. Maybe it would be fun, you know? And we did that dark fantasy experience on the last day, and I'm like, we should have been doing this shit every day.
And even that panel we just stumbled across where they were just doing the drawing.
We got to do more panels than one.
Yeah. Yes.
You're going to get to the hotel, Luke's just going to pull out a duck.
Yeah, get in it.
Yeah.
Don't know what I'm going to dress up this year. I've always wanted to go with Zach Brannigan.
Zach Brannigan.
If you go with Zach Brannigan, what's his little servant
Kif.
called? Kif. I could do Kif.
You could do Kif.
The finest velour.
Tell the boy to lay on my formal shorts. What boy? You, Kip.
The captain always goes down with the ship, Kif.
Shorts.
Congratulations, Kif.
You're another
I'm
captain.
promoting you to captain.
Yeah. For listeners, we have seen more than just that one episode all those quotes came from. But
Is that from the one episode? I'm not
think
sure. I
it's
have
from
seen
that
the
one
one.
episode. I
I
think it's
don't
the
know.
fun.
I
If
just-
that's
I
the
just
case.
love that
Yeah.
dynamic.
It's a great episode, though.
I actually haven't seen
Good
Futurama in a
opportunity,
while.
now that we're talking about stoner animations, because, it's well known now that I'm just obsessed with Rick and Morty. I've got one more season to go. I'm trying to pace myself now because I rocketed through way too quickly. But I have started watching another one called Common Side Effects, which is new, and it's very good. And it's, I guess it definitely falls into the stoner category because it's actually about a hippie that finds a magic mushroom that cures literally anything, and he's on the run from Big Pharma, trying to exploit and or stop him. But it's very funny. It's very dry, and I'm liking it very much.
What is this on?
The Pirate Bay, Matt. I don't know what it's on.
All right.
No, I think the thing about Rick and Morty, because the same thing with Dan Harmon, like with Community, when you went back and rewatched that, even 3 or 4 times, you picked up on something new every time. And I think that's going to be the same when you rewatch Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty is deep, man. It is so deep. Like, there's at one point during...
Sound like one of them.
Man, I am one of them. The only thing I'm not going to do is like fucking tell you that if you don't like it, you're fucking stupid. But
Dan's going to rock up with a pickle.
I mean, I've never
tattoo
watched
soon.
it, so I guess I don't.
Luke, you joke, but I was gonna float this. I'm floating the
The pickle tattoo?
not necessarily the pickle tattoo, but a Rick and Morty tattoo, generally speaking. I've got the socks.
Do something. Don't do the pickle tattoo. I'm fine with anything else, but the pickle tattoo's been done.
There's things that happen in one-off episodes that, like, 5 seasons later, they just dive straight into it. There's this one episode, it's somewhere in season 1 where something goes horribly wrong, and so Rick just goes, okay, we need to find a timeline where you and me, because there's infinite timelines, right? It's about the multiverse. He goes, we need to find a timeline where you and I die today, and we just need to go to that timeline 1 minute after that, and then just live there from now on. And so they bury the bodies of the Rick and Morty that died in that universe in the backyard, and then just continue living as if nothing happened. Right? And then, like, years later, they revisit that because somebody's like, blah, 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 what? And he's like, oh, yeah, there are bodies in the backyard. Bodies of us, you know.
Now, I wonder if it's something that was actually planned or something that they just...
I think they just keep going back. Yeah. I'd love to think it was planned, but it's almost equally as awesome if they just go, do you remember the episode in the first season where we did that? Why don't we just pretend that's a major plot point now?
It's like I said, I haven't watched it, but I know that I assume the tone of it is that they could also just not do that, and it wouldn't be like, people wouldn't be like, that's a plot hole. Remember they fucking murdered? Remember they buried those bodies and make it out? What's that plot hole? Like, because it's not a serious show. Like, you can do that stuff.
But when it gets, like, it's like Futurama in the way that, like, there's episodes that brought me to tears, you know? Like, there's episodes that are so moving. There's this one, it's like the end of season 5 or something, where his daughter, Beth, and no one can remember her name because it's so generic. And that's like this running gag. But there's even a point where she's talking to a guy, and he's like, "What's your name?" She's like, "Beth." He's like, "I know you're saying it, but I just cannot hear it. It's just so generic." But she realizes she's just had a drab life and has been a housewife and all this stuff. And he's like, "Well, why don't you just go off and be yourself be a space traveler and stuff?" And she's like, "Well, I've got to look after my family." And he's like, "Well, I could do a clone of you right now that stays here and looks after your family while you go." And she's like, "No way." End of episode. Never visited again. Years later, a fucking Beth from space comes, and it turned out he did clone her. She just wasn't the clone, so she didn't know about it. And now there's 2 Beths, right. You know? Like, and it turns out they're fighting, they're like, which one of us is real? And he's like, I don't know. And there's this montage of him, like, growing his daughter in this, like, big fucking tube. And he turns away so he doesn't see which one. He blasts off into space. Like, it's fucking moving as fuck.
I mean, we've all been there.
There's an episode where Morty starts dating Captain Planet, right? And it's a female Captain Planet, right?
And it's the Captain Planet, like
she's planetary, but she looks like Captain Planet, female, and she has all the abilities of Captain Planet. And they start dating, and it's really nice. But then she starts realizing that you can't passively fight against people who deny climate change and stuff. So she ends up, like, essentially becoming like an eco-terrorist, and she, like, caves in this mine with people inside and stuff. And Morty has to break up with her because he can't date this fucking mass murderer. And he's crying and she's crying. She's like, "But don't you love me?" He's like, "It's because I love you that I have to leave." Like, it's just fucking, it's you right in the heart.
Yeah.
Speaking of there too. Eco-terrorists, did you see that girl who threw the paint or oil on that painting is now in prison?
Is she? For that or for something else?
For that.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
I think she got 3 years or something in prison. Good.
Yeah, don't do that.
No. Nothing to do with
Is she one of those...
anything.
Was it? No something oil, whatever those people are.
Yeah, the people
Stop
who
oil. No stop oil. Do stop
Just
oil.
stop
Please stop oil. Yeah, oil.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the oil.
The oil
Suck
people.
it out of the earth.
Yeah, and just, like, the way they do it is just to piss everyone off, which...
Yeah.
It's not helping you. Why you think it gets people talking?
You say that, but I watched an interview where a guy was asking him, and he was like, "Yeah, everybody says that, but it actually does. Like, you hate us, but you've heard of us." And
where's your data, though? Where's your data that's changed anyone's
they're saying
mind?
they have the data, and the data says if they do nothing, then no one gives a shit. If they do, like, you know, friendly, nice things, no one gives a shit. If they're fucking annoying, everybody complains, but people go, "What's this about?" And it does move the needle more than other stuff. That's what they say.
Is that the same as, like, people heckling Jerry Seinfeld in Melbourne to, like, stop Israel invading Palestine? It's
that
the same
solved
thing?
Everything, Dan.
Solved. Yeah.
Solved. Yeah. Because you didn't know this, but Jerry Seinfeld actually was in charge. of
Yeah,
the
he
Warwick
was.
Gaza.
Yeah. You know who else was in charge? Kids that were going to a Jewish school in Canada. So
That's
I'm
right.
glad they've fucking been
Yeah.
got now too. Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows who's in the Signal chat these days?
Fucking hell. What? Hey.
I
No
know,
politics.
not on the show. Not
No
on the show.
politics.
And then I'll get kicked out. I watched a show. I watched the first episode of a show I've been waiting for, finally on BritBox. Ludwig. This is the show where David Mitchell, one of my favourite comedians, plays. He's twins. One twin is is DCI in Cambridge in England. He's a detective chief inspector. One brother is a shut-in who designs puzzles for a living for newspapers and solves puzzles. He goes by the pseudonym Ludwig. He does that because he likes Beethoven. The detective brother goes missing under suspicious circumstances, and his wife calls the brother and says, I need you to go into the police station and get his notebook. Just pretend to be him. And he's like, fuck that. And anyway, he gets convinced to do it. But then when he goes in there, everyone thinks he's the detective. And they're like, come on, crime scene. And he gets dragged along to a crime scene. Turns out he's quite good at solving murders. And then TV show. And it's really good. It's funny and cool.
I don't know, like, and it has to be television, because I'm pretty sure if I was working with someone every day and then they disappeared and their twin walked in the next day, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to work out it wasn't
I've
there.
got a great quote for you, Luke, and in fact I meant to send this to you guys earlier in the week just for laughs. This is, where is it? Here. Mary Kate Olsen of the Olsen twins, right?
Yeah.
On being
One of them.
asked if she ever gets mistaken for her sister, right? This is what she said, right? To me, the difference between us is pretty obvious. She thinks the opposite of fire is water. I think the opposite of fire is no fire.
Solved.
Speaks for itself.
Well, you're right, Luke, I think.
But
because
also, it's a television show, it's a comedy.
No, exactly. It doesn't matter at all. It's just it's
And
not
also,
serious.
I'll stop you there. Personal anecdote. I used to work with a girl that I did not know had a twin.
Oh,
I saw the twin
Right.
in the city once and went to
You thought it
talk
was
to
her?
her. And I thought it was her. And and even when I started going, hey, how are you? And she starts going, fine. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? She's like, waiting for my boyfriend who will be here any minute. I was like,
Right.
okay, weird. All right, see you Monday. Like,
yeah. They must.
know.
You think they'd be used to it?
But you still thought someone was a bit weird. It wasn't a...
So we have cousins. You've met them as the Jenner's cousins, twins. And I
don't
could
know
not tell
that
them
I
apart.
knew any of them were twins. She's got identical twin cousins?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
possible that I met them both and thought
I
they
thought they
were
were the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I at first, no hope.
Wait, who?
Maddie and Mackenzie,
Can you...
like Auntie, like Mary Lou's daughters.
Oh, yes, them. Sorry.
Yeah. And at first, I could not tell them apart, but now, instantly, I can see one of them,
one thing's
and
the
I can
opposite of
tell.
fire, no fire.
I just have to ask the trigger word, fire, and then they, water or no fire, and and then I know. But now instantly, if I just see one of them, I can tell.
Yeah.
But I can see it, like if you didn't. I think if you hadn't, maybe if I only met one of them, I'd get confused. I don't know. Because I don't really know how I know. I just
But
know.
also,
I can just tell they just look
quite
different in
senior.
subtle ways, like
Yeah. Like
or
in Ludwig,
subtler ways than usual.
he's quite senior. So I think if my boss's twin walked in, even if it was a tiny bit off, I still probably wouldn't allow myself to see the difference because,
Yeah, but you might not
I'm
even
in a-
think of it.
yeah. Well, that too. Did you like it though? Because I found
The
this
show.
very good.
The show.
Yeah, the show.
Oh,
yeah.
you watched it as well?
Yeah, I've seen it all. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh,
watch
yeah.
it
No, I
after
did
Just
like
wait
it.
for things to come on, man.
All right, fine. Yeah, no, I did. I liked it a lot. I'm excited to watch more. I got surprised by the appearance of fucking the guy from The Witch. He pops up.
Guy from The Witch?
Yeah, the guy from
the guy with the
Witch.
really deep voice.
Yeah. Oh, he's in all of Robert Eggers' movies, I think, actually.
Yes, he is.
And
He's also in a really
Office.
good movie called Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, if you haven't seen it, with Dev Patel plays Gawain.
Oh.
And he plays the Green Knight. It's fucking excellent.
Oh, I meant to watch that. I know the movie.
Maybe it's just called The Green Knight. Anyway, from a couple of years back.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's probably the second best King Arthur movie after Excalibur. Between that and Disney's The Sword in the Stone. There's not that many good King Arthur movies. There's not that many.
Because he wasn't that good.
No, King Arthur was excellent. There's just, for some reason, there's not that many good movies.
There was an audiobook I listened to when I was growing up, and that's the King Arthur that I know.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, right.
Actually, I'm in the and I borrowed it from Penrith Library on cassette, and that's King Arthur for me.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so does Ludwig stay good? Because I'm enjoying it. I enjoyed the first
All the
episode.
way. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
cool.
excellent.
All right, good.
Well, it's a good thing. They only have, 6 to 10 episodes, so they're not going to try and...
I think there's
Flesh it
6,
out.
yeah. They're long, though. They're not like the 20-minute episodes of, Black Books or something, but...
Yeah. But yeah, it's good.
I'll
It's not
say
like...
this-
Not zany comedy, but it's very funny.
No.
Like the taxi
No.
picks him up.
It's clever
and the
comedy.
taxi driver's like, "Are you, like to talk, or should I put the radio on?" And he like ignores him, and he goes, "I'll put the radio on." Then, and then they pull away, and you just hear him go, "Sorry, could you turn that off?" Just funny.
That's excellent. Yeah, that's right, because he's all the way to Cambridge. From
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like an hour
Yeah.
drive or something. Yeah.
Fucking beautiful city, though. I've never been to Cambridge.
Yeah.
Well, is it Oxford? Which one is it? It's a college town. I can't remember now.
Cambridge.
Cambridge, yeah. Speaking of detectives, I've been listening to this podcast that's just the Sherlock Holmes short stories. I think I've mentioned that I was listening to it before. And I like them, and I like the characters, and I like the prose and everything. But I'll say this. He's not clever. They're just ridiculous scenarios with only one possible solution. And then he's
Sure.
written to guess what that is. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's like,
sure.
okay, well, I as the reader couldn't have figured this out because he hadn't given me all this information.
Yeah. Yeah. That's always
Like, you
a shame.
couldn't get away with writing a mystery like that now.
No. No, not at all.
Yes. Yeah, that's a frustrating thing is when the answer was never available to you.
It wasn't there. Yeah.
Yeah.
He saw something that was never mentioned. That was the
Yeah, he just
final clue.
happens to know something because he happened to be at the races on a day this one specific horse came in, and and you're like, okay, well, I couldn't possibly have known that, could I?
I do like, Ludwig, that scene where he figures out who the killer is because he basically does like a puzzle. And he goes, "So it was you." And then they're like, "Why would she do that?" He's like, "Oh, I have no idea.
yeah.
I just know that she
know
did."
it has to be him.
And then the sergeant's like, "Well, yeah, but you can't do that. We have to have some evidence." And he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
The wife of the brother is
Yes.
quite good. She's cropping up in a few things
Oh,
as
right.
well. She's in this great show that I watched last year called A Spy Among Friends, which is a true story of two MI6 agents, and they've been best friends for like 30 years, and then one day one of them finds out that the other one's a Russian double agent. And he's more upset that he
lost his
lied to
friend.
him as a friend than as
Right.
an enemy
traitor.
combatant. Yeah. And it's very good. But she's an interrogator. She's an like
That would
intelligence.
hurt, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Be like if Luke was suddenly like,
one of you guys is a
sorry,
Russian
guys.
spy. Gonna be pissed.
imagine
Yeah.
that. Imagine Luke was like, anyway, guys, got to go home."
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all been a ruse.
Yeah.
Don't know what for. Don't know what I'm getting out of you two, but
I think we might not be the marks.
Yeah.
It might just be the cover.
Well, you never know.
Yeah. Look, for something else I've been watching, if we're just going to list TV, I just finished last night Paradise on Apple TV. This one I do... No, fuck it, it's not on Apple. It's on Disney.
I was going to say, I only watch Apple TV shows that start with the letter S.
Oh, yeah.
Severance, Silo,
Silo.
Shrinking.
You started
haven't
watching
watched
Shrinking.
Nah,
You
Jenna's
could
been
also.
watching it.
Oh, I haven't watched Shrinking.
Shrinking,
I don't
it is
know.
good. I do recommend
Yeah,
it.
okay. You have said that before, and I should give it a try. Mosquito Coast is quite good on Apple.
Okay.
On Apple as well.
C,
Uh,
that was on there.
What?
As in SEE, not the letter C. C.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the one with Jason Momoa. We can't see. He's blind.
Oh, wasn't that
Or
terrible?
they're all blind or something.
Okay. It sounds like an M. Night Shyamalan plot.
Yeah. Some science fiction thing. I haven't watched it, so.
Fair enough. No, Paradise is on Disney.
Uh-huh.
And it's very good. And if I said too much about it, it would be a spoiler. So
All right.
watch it. The trailer does a pretty good job of teasing it without telling you what it is. But I enjoyed it being revealed to me as I was watching the show, so I will allow you the same experience if you want it. Luke's literally reading about it right now.
No, I've already. It's not, I don't think it's for me. I
You got
just
bored?
from the name.
No.
Paradise.
It could be.
Paradise.
It could very well be.
All right.
Paradise is the name of the place they live.
From the word paradise, you're like, oh, no, I don't like the vibes.
hate
An
Paradises.
American political thriller. That does not sound like
No,
me.
it's not. It's not an American political thriller. It is a science fiction story wrapped in an American political thriller.
Okay, I might look into it.
He won't.
No.
All right.
So I speaking of science fiction, I started playing a game.
Yes. Tell me more.
I went on to play Atomfall because that came out yesterday.
I also played it yesterday.
I'm interested to know what you think because I'm about to finish it.
Yeah, I haven't
all
played for that
seriousness.
long. Yeah. Well, I was kind of stumped by when it asked you to choose your difficulty settings, right? Because Matt, I've never come across this before. Usually, you just have easy, medium, or hard, or story mode,
Yeah.
or you
Sure.
know. But this is like there are three elements to this game: exploration, combat, and survival. And so there's like 9 combinations of difficulty where you're like, the combat's hard, but the survival and the exploration are easy, or the exploration's hard, but the combat. And I'm like, I don't really know.
I haven't played the game yet.
What I started off with, I started everything on the default settings, and then now everything is on the lowest because.
Maybe
That's why
why
you've nearly
almost
finished the game.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just because I got annoyed.
There doesn't
'cause
seem a lot to it,
You set the time to.
but
easy.
It's
this
time.
doesn't pretend to not be a short game.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. There are 6 endings to this game. So once I sort of worked that out, I'm just trying to play through just a very quick one just to get out of the way because I hate it because there's choices to make. With now these guys will hate me over these people. And
What kind of game is it? Sounds like it's got a
it's Fallout.
story at least.
Fallout
okay.
without the campness.
yeah, it's a rolled back
Oh,
Fallout.
alright.
That's the easiest way to
I
play
like it.
I'm enjoying it. You can kill people.
I only
with
played it for
one
about
shot a
2
lot of time.
hours, but that's a
About
decent
6
amount for
hours
me
in.
to. Yeah, a decent amount for me to just play in one go. So I've come out of the tunnel and I've like looked around the nearest place. I like it. I like the controls. The combat's satisfying.
Something I've seen people complaining about, which I don't get, is people going, "Oh, this looks like a last generation game and stuff," and it looks fine.
Yeah, it looks okay to me. Yeah. No, it looks fine to me. I mean, it doesn't make you go, oh, fucking wow.
No,
Yeah.
it's not like
Like-
when I'm playing Assassin's Creed and it's like, "Oh my god, this looks like a picture" or anything, but it's not terrible. But
No.
it really is just a game where you start talking to someone, and that can be that person you escape with, and that'll give you an achievement. And that's one of the endings, and then it's just
Right.
The only thing I really wish this game had was fast travel.
Oh, yeah, right.
Fast
Oh, it
travel
doesn't
would
have
be
any
an
at all?
amazing game. No,
I've not even opened the map at this point. I'm not even far enough really in to care about where I am in respect to anywhere else.
yeah, it's annoying with the running backwards and forwards. But yeah, I very quickly just turned auto difficulty down because it's hard to find even ammo. It's difficult.
Yeah. Yes.
Like ammo
Yes.
was so sparse. I was looking for like an hour. I was walking around with 4 bullets and trying to conserve them.
Yeah. I had 2 guns equipped onto like fast
Yeah.
equip. Each with one bullet in it.
Yeah.
so that during combat I could quickly switch.
Like at least
It shocked a couple
Can
of
you
times.
bluff?
It legitimately made me jump. Yeah, you can bluff. Yeah,
Can you?
You can pull a gun on somebody and then they back down.
Yeah, okay, good.
but then their friends walk around the corner and
Yeah.
then you got to run.
And then you pull out 4 other guns and you bluff with those too.
I don't,
But the good thing is, if you get a headshot,
All these guns
they
have got
just-
one bullet in it.
Alec
Who wants
Baldwin
them?
style.
headshot, they drop dead.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
sort of
Me too.
Yeah.
realistic like that.
Except for the like ghoul
Not Harrison
type
Ford.
things, in which case it's I
Did
had
you
one of them.
see the ones in the tunnel?
Yeah.
That just One- I
Scared
died many times and
the
you go,
shit out of me.
I'm not going to go near them ever again.
Yeah, fucking yeah, really quite scary.
But I don't know. I reckon give it a go. It is on Game Pass, so that
I was
makes
going to
it
ask
very
that. It's
easy
on
to
Game
give it a
Pass.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it was
Well,
either
if I find
that
time.
or it was either that or go back to Chernobyl, Stalker,
Yeah, yeah.
which I also have, but it seems like it would ask a lot more of me.
Yes.
And this is just a kind of a fun, easy game. I mean, not that it's easy, but it's just easy to play.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like, even if you come back to this game after a little while, it won't take you long to work out what you're doing. Going back to Chernobyl,
Yeah, I
God
got to start
knows
that
what-
again.
Yeah.
I only played that for an hour, but I got to start all over again.
I was thinking the other day, speaking
one
of Game
more thing.
Pass
Can I
games,
just do one more thing?
of course.
The one more thing I didn't like about the game is I have no idea what the story really is.
Yeah.
It's because you skipped
Yeah.
the dialogue always.
No.
probably.
Well,
The game starts with it does do a bit of a cutscene at the start that hey, there was this power plant, something went wrong, and then you just wake up and
Okay.
a scientist comes over and goes, "Oh, who are you? Take this key card. I'm gonna die now," and then
Yeah.
you're on your own. And it's there's no customer characterization, no how you got there or anything. It's just you wake up.
yeah,
and
there's
you're
no
now-
first act is in the vault while you're
Just going to put this out there. He just said customer characterization, which I love. I think we want to maybe write that down for a potential title. If in duck is not suitable. Customer characterization.
I make character.
I know you meant character customization. That's why I pointed it out. It's only because I love you.
That's great.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm
if
gonna
playing it-
see if I can have customer characterization as the title, in duck as the caption,
Yeah.
and an image that encapsulates both somehow.
Perfect.
But yeah, you don't even know if you're playing a male or female, so I just assume I'm playing a female.
Of course.
Yeah.
I assume that
Because
too.
you're a video game transvestite. There's a new game coming out soon where you play as a female that I played at least one game all the way through without knowing I was playing a female.
Oh, what's that?
Metroid?
Oh. I wanted to mention Metroid, actually. But just briefly before that, I was thinking about Indiana Jones, just talking about Game Pass.
Well, yeah.
Because they've patched things, right? But there's expansion coming at some point. Correct?
yeah.
Because I was like, I'd go back and get the rest of the stuff. But then I realized, no. Let's not do that. Because you don't want to get sick of that game before the expansion comes
Yeah,
out. So I'm
yeah.
going to wait for that. So,
That's a good
and I
thought.
meant to ask, does anybody know when that's coming out? Yeah.
No, I don't know if they've said.
Giants DLC.
Did you guys see the fucking weird Control spin-off slash
Oh, the
DLC?
multiplayer
The
one?
first person thing?
Yeah, that looks bizarre. Who was asking for that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, a multiplayer. That was weird.
I think it's odd that they're putting their money on Control 2 when I don't think Control is as popular a property as other properties they have in the Remedyverse.
It could be just it's an easier game to make.
I suppose so.
Because even though there was a lot to Control 2, it was a lot of backtracking, so reusing of assets, maps, maybe.
Yes, true. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Okay, we don't know when it's coming out.
No specific release
never
date,
mind.
but it's got to be soon.
Yeah. All right.
There's
No,
a
That's the
patch
question I
coming
had.
this week for Avowed, but I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of it.
I'm
I've
off.
got to segue from that too, but you did mention Metroid. And earlier you mentioned people complaining about how Atomfall does not look like a looks like a previous gen game.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Metroid 4 trailer?
Yep.
I'm excited about it, but it definitely does look like a retro game of sorts at this point.
Yeah. That's
not
true.
in a bad way, just in a way that I was just like, it just looks like
kind of
Metroid
simple.
Prime.
Yeah.
So that's
it reminded me a little bit of No Man's Sky as well. It's scanning things and
hello. Go for Dad. Good morning. Are you there?
It's just creepy that she's just breathing into it.
What are you doing? Are you there?
Can I play with my super kid?
Yes, you can. Can you get them? Can I help you? What do you need?
Super kitty.
Do you need me to get them for you?
She's made that perfectly clear.
Okay, I'll be there in 1 minute. Hang on one sec, okay?
Matt's house is officially too big.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute. I'm sorry.
I'll do more research into DLC for Indiana Jones.
I'd be interested in playing that. You've got to finish it.
I've got to finish it. It so annoys me that I was really enjoying that game, but then when I got to that game break, and it took them, 6 weeks, 2 months to fix?
You're actually pretty close to the end. Because you're in Thailand, right?
Yeah.
In Siam? Yeah.
Yep, and
there's not much after that.
But yeah, it was just so annoying that I was just... Going back just doesn't have the same magic it did.
Yeah, especially since I've considered replaying it just for the fun of it and doing it slightly differently. But actually, it's the Thailand bits that I think, but all those fucking caverns and shit that make me... So it's not like if you were still in Cairo or somewhere and you were just going back and picking up there, it might feel a bit easier to get back into.
But yeah, when you're on the boat and got to travel around like that, and
it was a lot. It asked a lot of you. It was great, but it
you only want to do that once.
Yes, and if I'd stopped, I'd think I'd find it very hard to get back in.
But no, I really think the DLC, I reckon, will be... You know what? I reckon it'll come out in April.
April's
because
very,
it's going to
very
release on
close.
PlayStation 5 in April.
April's day after tomorrow, don't forget.
Yeah, but I didn't say day one of April.
We would know if it was coming within 4 weeks, surely.
I don't know.
Wait, what did you say was coming in April?
It's going to PlayStation 5 in April.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's going to PlayStation 5 on the 17th of April. So that might be a bit of a... Here, PlayStation get that, but then we get the DLC.
I think they're more likely to hold off, even if it was ready, so that they could launch the DLC simultaneously with Xbox and PlayStation, in 4 months.
I know, but it's been a long time, and look, this came out in December.
Yeah, it would be good to keep it, to top us up and keep us going.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Super Kitties, you got them?
Got them. Yep.
But yeah, waiting 6 months for it, because I know the Cyberpunk DLC.
Yes.
That took too long, and I have a hard time. Well, it's great. It was a hard time getting back into it because I had to remember how to play it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Remember what my skills were and how everything. But
I don't know.
Came out
if they brought out Skyrim DLC right now, I'd drop everything.
You dive right back in. Yeah.
Yeah, but Skyrim's a bit easier though.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
See ya. Yeah, see ya.
Okay, I'm coming.
Tell her you're on your way, mate. Come on. 10-4. 10-4.
All right. What's something quick we can talk about while he's not here?
Yeah, he'll hate us if we talk about Rust without him. He'll hate us if we talk
there's
about
more Rust news.
Odyssey without him.
Would he care about Snow White?
I don't care if he does.
No one cares about Snow White.
I'll say this, though. Actual audience score for this seems to be far higher than critic score.
Really?
And I think because critics now aren't just people that, review for the Chicago Tribune. It's just anyone with a YouTube channel and stuff. And they were going to hate this anyway.
Yes.
Like, I listened to Critical Drinker's review of this, right, during the week. And he's spent months saying that Rachel Ziegler, or whatever her name is, who I only know from this movie, but maybe she's in other stuff, I don't know. But how she's poisonous and, she's ruining the movie. And he was like, I'll admit it. She was actually the only decent thing about the movie was her performance.
Okay. See, I know nothing about her. I don't know everyone hates her for some reason.
She's very lefty. She supports Palestine, which is fair enough. Everybody does. But in Hollywood, where a lot of people are Jewish, being openly supportive of Palestine gives the impression that you're anti-Israel, and it's a bit too political for a leading lady. Plus, she went out and said a whole bunch of stuff about how she said, I've refused to sing the Someday My Prince Will Come song because, my Snow White don't need no man. And said, I actually think it's gross that he kisses me while I'm asleep. And, just
why'd you agree to be in Snow White?
Yeah, I mean, it does, yeah.
Like, because, don't get me wrong, it is weird.
Yeah.
This guy that you never met comes across someone who looks dead, and he goes, I'm going to get in on that.
I've missed something.
You have, yeah. Unfortunately, we're talking about Snow White. It's far more wholesome than it sounds.
Right.
But she's not doing herself any favors now because she tweeted the other day, I went to see it. I'm literally the only person in this cinema. And people are like, that's not a good sign.
It's not doing well.
No.
But yeah, I don't think...
It's the lowest rated movie ever, I think, at the moment.
But they had, they've spent a lot of money on reshoots because of all the, first they had to recast the dwarves because they cast dwarves and then somebody was like, you can't cast dwarves. And so they had to redo all that with CGI dwarves.
Why can I not cast dwarves?
Because it's exploitative. I don't know.
Because they're not dwarves. They're
they're magical creatures.
Yeah, it's like maybe that people were like...
Apparently they don't even use the dwarf in the movie.
Height challenged.
But yeah, but in saying this was never a movie I was going to go see.
God,
no. Even if
and I'll be honest, I watched the Aladdin live action remake. I think that's the only one I've seen. I haven't seen the Beauty and the Beast or the Little Mermaid.
I haven't seen the Aladdin one.
It's fucking garbage, mate. It's fucking garbage.
Oh, the one with Will Smith?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
I do remember that exists.
Probably be the only one that I was sort of close to seeing because I remember that was the only real cartoon that I remember.
Guy Ritchie directed it for starters. Yeah, but it's hard to watch Aladdin now. It's a bit racist. It's a bit racist.
Well, it's not that hard to watch it.
we have watched it. You know what I quite liked? I quite liked Mufasa, the recent Lion King prequel. Quite good.
We watched The Lion King and then the Lion King 2, the old animated Lion King 2.
This is a sequel.
Lion King 2 there's this weird retcon thing where there's like other lions who were following Scar.
Okay.
And they were like got exiled. And I'm like, that wasn't in the movie.
Well, this Mufasa movie does this complete retcon where Scar and Mufasa aren't even real brothers, and Scar is the son of a king, but Mufasa is an adopted son. So he is meant to be the king, but Mufasa was just a better leader, and the people followed him instead, which is why he was like,
give me my throne, it's me.
I tell you though, the music in those fucking movies is the best musical score in any Disney or any other fucking movie.
Who did that music, Dan? Remind me?
Oh, I think it might have been. I was going to make a joke, but I can't. I can't. Yeah, I was going to say the name of someone we know, but I'm not going to. I'm backing out of it. It's Hans Zimmer, mate.
Yeah, I know it's Hans Zimmer.
I've got no joke, so I'll just say it. Yeah,
Fine.
No, but it's funny because everyone remembers Hans for fucking Inception and Interstellar
Gladiator.
and stuff. But it's like 20.
Actually, not
years
even
before
Gladiator
that.
these days.
Oh yeah, true.
Batman
Yeah.
is the one that he's known for most now, I think.
Yeah.
Before I delete, I know you guys had to move on. Metroid 4 looks good. You got psychic powers apparently in this. Looks good. Just the only thing is that I was like, oh, they didn't kind of like fancy it up or anything, really.
Yeah, but
I guess they
sometimes
must
that's
have had a
good
meeting
thing.
where they were like, we can't make it too different.
And also, it's on the Switch, which I guess not that the Switch
yeah.
is great, but it's not like a pushing the limits of graphics capabilities.
Except for
I've
the
seen
cloud.
stuff
The cloud games on the Switch are pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know
played,
that Nintendo would do those first-party games like that, though.
Yeah, because I played both the latest Resident Evils, like 7
Yes.
and 8, on the Switch, and they are fucking incredible.
Yeah, right.
No, but I reckon they may have looked to try and make it look newer or something, but sometimes that looks wrong.
That
Sometimes-
could be true too.
Sometimes
Yeah, because
you have to
Metroid
go,
does
no,
have a
this-
look.
Yeah. And people get upset when you change things.
That's
Look
true.
at Secret of Monkey Island, how people lost their shit over that.
That's a great game, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Which
but
one?
yes.
Oh,
The
most
new one.
recent. Yeah.
Yeah, but people were
I-
upset
I
because
just-
it looked
yeah.
different.
The third Monkey Island is in some ways my favorite, and I know that's
Oh, okay.
blasphemy because it's not
He wasn't involved.
Ron, but I love that game.
I mean, it's a funny game too. It's just, went in a different kind of direction in some ways.
But all the Monkey Islands were different enough that I don't understand why people are freaking out about the most recent. You know,
It's
like
because
they
it's
all
not
just
point and
updated
click
to
in a way. It's like walk around and
move with the stick. Yeah,
yeah, but I mean, it was a great game. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, and as Ron Gilbert said, I already made the game that you're talking about. It's called fucking Secret of Monkey Island, and then I made another one, Secret of Monkey Island 2. Play those.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't like making the same game every time. They do like to mix it up.
And
but-
if you want fucking pixel art point and click, play fucking
One of the billion
That one-
others that are out now.
what's the but that he made what's
Thimbleweed
that fucking
Park.
X-Files ripoff?
Thimbleweed
Thimbleweed
Park,
Park. Fucking great game.
Yes.
Great game.
That is in a way, the new Monkey Island is actually quite simple in certain ways, and Thimbleweed Park is the opposite. It's like if you don't know adventure games and you're not into puzzles,
You're
Thimbleweed
not
Park
gonna
is
get far.
going to be fucking annoying because it's very puzzly and complicated, and
Yeah.
like it doesn't hold
Yeah.
your hand. It's like
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And like, yeah, like
I liked
when
it,
you're in
but
that
I can-
fucking
I know
newspaper
people
place, you
didn't.
just got to fucking walk around reading all the newspapers and stuff. Like it makes
Right.
you work for it.
yeah,
You know what's not a good game, and this will surprise nobody, is the Peppa Pig game for the Xbox. Which
Luke's played it.
I have. I enjoyed it.
For start, I mean, it's very easy to get achievements because you just let the game run and the achievements
be a
clock
pig.
up. But it's literally just walking between cutscenes. There's no actual game mechanic
Yeah, right.
whatsoever.
The Bluey game's a little like that. I guess you collect stuff and you walk around, but the Bluey game was very simple.
Harper wanted to play games today, and I put that on, and then she got bored of it so quickly.
Really?
So quickly, yeah. That we ended up just playing more of Link to the Past, which she loves.
Yep.
And it's it's a great 30-year-old game. And
Yeah.
she
My
doesn't
favourite
care.
game. It's the first game
It's
I
a
ever
very,
finished.
very good game.
Very
Is
first
it?
game I finished.
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet. We may finish it, but we don't play it consistently enough to finish. Or
Well,
maybe
the
now we will,
first...
but
I'd finished stuff like Sonic and stuff, but that was the first game where...
yes, with a story.
With a story, yeah. not just run to the end of the screen and
Finish
jump on
Sonic.
stuff.
I never finished Sonic.
Let me go
Sonic
back.
has a
I
story.
want to go back and finish all the Sonics,
Yeah.
just as a thing.
I went back and finished Wonder Boy like a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Just to
How
fucking,
was that?
just in case
That's a game I've never finished.
I mean, it doesn't like there's no fucking end cutscene or anything. You just, it's just the
save
4
the
levels
girl
on
at the
repeat
end.
get harder. Yeah, but I just wanted to be able to look my 10-year-old self in the eye and say,
You did it.
"You did it. You did it,
I got
buddy."
Yeah.
further than just being on the skateboard.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I avoid the skateboard. I hate the skateboard now. When I was a
love the
kid, if I didn't get
skateboard.
that skateboard, I would kill myself and go back to the start. But now,
Nanny. I can't find Nanny.
Is she in the closet?
I don't know.
Have you looked?
Have you looked?
oh, I found her.
That was the closet door opening. Sorry, guys.
You thought this was a good idea, didn't you?
This was her
It
idea.
is.
Oh, it's
She
her idea.
insisted that I
This
keep
is
this on.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
She made me
I'm
promise
going to
last
guess
night.
it was in the closet.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it was in the closet as well.
She's still
Nammy?
looking. Oh, Lammy's definitely in the closet.
Oh, Lammy.
Doc McStuffins, Lammy.
Oh,
Yeah. Games. Avowed. Pillars of Eternity is in the same world. Pillars of Eternity,
Yes.
I don't know if you guys talked about this while I was
no.
out.
No, no.
Pillars of Eternity is getting a patch, a new update. It's a 10-year-old game, which is a fucking great game. It's getting turn-based combat.
Yes, I saw this.
I love that. I'll fucking replay the game.
Yeah.
Like, I prefer turn-based combat.
Yes. No,
So-
I don't know. I still like turn-based combat. I know they've got away from a lot of games. Like
They
Final
really
Fantasy,
have,
that's
haven't
gone,
they?
which
Yeah.
is a staple. But I enjoy it so much more.
Yeah, same. So I'll replay this game.
Well, I mean,
probably.
you can certainly think about it. You can be very strategic.
Yeah. I probably won't replay it because I don't have time, but it made me want to. I guess that's
Yeah.
let's
But
be
just
honest.
to be clear, they're not remaking the game. They're just patching the old game so that you
Yeah,
can
and it's kind of they said it's a kind of a beta trial feature of
right.
because the game wasn't designed that way. So they said your mileage may vary on it, but
When
Yeah.
I was a kid, turn-based used to frustrate me though. Like a
Really?
little kid. Yeah, like the first time I started playing the AD&D video
Yeah,
games they came out with it on Amiga, I was like, oh, don't they just run at me and I fucking smash them? And like I had to really
no, so I
reorientate.
always liked it because the game. I think Troika is the same. This is Pillars of Eternity is Obsidian, and then if you trace the history back, they did like Baldur's Gate and that. But then at a certain point, they made Arcanum. Troika made that game Arcanum. We've talked about it before, I think.
Yeah, actually, I meant to check that out and I never did.
That game you could choose between real time or turn based, and I think actually you could switch while you were playing. But I always put it in turn based. It's just always been my preference.
How do you spell
because
Arcanum?
Arcanum. Between of Arcanum of Steam and Magic Obscura. I think is the subtitle.
Yes, this looks very good.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's about a world where everybody's been using magic, but now technology's been developed, and they're finding that the technology makes magic not work, and vice versa. Like you can't have both. Like they
That's
interfere
cool.
with each
Yes.
other. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
right.
like if you're a wizard and you start using a gun, your spells go wrong, kind of thing. It's like, yeah, it's cool.
This interface owes a lot to Diablo,
Sure. Yeah.
which is fine by me. You're going to copy from the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's got this opening cinematic where you're a passenger on a big blimp, like a dirigible,
sick. Like a steampunk.
and then these orcs in
$10.
This orcs in
$10.
fucking fighter planes come and shoot the thing down, and I was just like, "What is this?" It's great.
That reminds me, because I've still got Humble Bundle, and I'm
Yes.
still refused. Every time I go to cancel it, they go, "You're on this really good deal, you can't do it." But I remember this month they gave me a key for Homeworld 3, so I'm actually going to play a PC game for the first time in a long time because God, I love Homeworld.
Now, is that a bargain considering you don't you pay every month and you've not gotten a game you want in a very long time.
Well, it's the first time I've looked at it in a very long time. I need to start giving away more keys. Patreon people, email me. I'll send you a key.
That's the fucking system, is it?
Yeah. Reach out
Sorry,
to
don't
me
mind
any
me,
way
I'm
you
just
can.
getting
I'll
there.
give you a key.
And how are you going to verify that they're Patreon people? Or
I trust people.
You could, or you got to give them some kind of clue in the after party.
yeah, wink, wink. Just email Luke and he'll give you stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't
But
know
Luke
or
also
care
knows
if you're a
who the
patron.
patrons are.
No, just
But do
email
become
me.
a patron. But he
Yeah.
doesn't care.
I don't
So just
care.
to be clear,
say hi
Arkham
to
is
me in the
worth
street.
$9.95 if I
Be
buy
nice
it
to
right
me,
now on
and I'll
Steam.
give you something.
Arcanum is worth... I think so, yeah. If you... Make sure it'll run.
Hold on. What are you getting it on?
Steam.
Let me see if I've got a key for it. I'll look into it for you.
I mean, if it was on Switch, I might get it on Switch, but I doubt it.
I don't think it's...
I'll look into it later
I don't
for
think
you.
it'd be
Remind
playable
me.
on Switch.
Yeah.
It's like an old PC.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like...
Yeah.
You need a mouse. And possibly you need a keyboard too.
Well, I got both of those things right here. Let me know, Luke, because I've just logged in. So I'm going to
Alright,
click add to
I'm
cart.
trying to look.
if-
I've got to go back months. I'm so bad at logging into this.
Oh, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
The original?
Why are you recommending that? Oh, Activision. Oh, this is by Activision, is it? Oh, okay. I
Arcanum.
didn't need any convincing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Troika. It's but you know, by Troika, I think it's like the team that made Fallout 1 and 2, actually.
Okay. Well, yeah. Right. I mean, yeah. Right. Yeah, Troika. It is too. Yeah.
I don't know, it's $10 buy it.
Yeah. Okay.
If I find it, I'll give it to someone else.
Yeah, I'm happy to pay $10
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
in real time.
Great game. Speaking of games, there's a game that you guys apparently aren't going to get to play coming out. Silent Hill F.
I actually was really looking forward to this.
It looks cool from the trailer, right?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just.
I actually got a shock that it's been 13 years since the last actual entry.
I know.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Silent Hill 4?
I forget what it was. I was reading in the article. But yeah, it's been 13 years.
It can't be Silent Hill 4. I think it must have been longer since Silent Hill 4 came out. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. So this new one has apparently been refused classification in Australia. For people who aren't in Australia, what that means is you can't sell it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be something.
And that usually means drug use. Because
no,
there's
they've gotten a little
or
bit better on
sex.
drug use. It
used to be,
even sex is okay.
yeah.
Normally now it's sort of grape.
Grape. Yeah. Yeah.
If
That's
you're
why
groping someone.
Phantasmagoria got banned back in the day.
Oh.
Because there's a scene where her husband does that. Has a grape.
Yeah.
And
But also,
that's really-
it's not a
Eats a
very good
grape.
game.
And yeah, drug use
It's a grape.
isn't something that'll get you banned. It's if it's showing drug use as being good.
Yeah.
So it gives you a positive.
Yes,
effect.
positive. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Positive effects of drug use. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a bummer. Unless they change whatever. And the other thing is that apparently it's unusual about this is that they haven't said specifically why. Apparently that you
I'm sure
can
they will.
submit a request to find
Well,
out why if you want to know.
Yeah,
but
look, it's not.
Oh, they haven't
actually
said why
unusual.
to the developers.
I
no,
believe
the
that's the
publishers
case.
or whatever.
No, you can just send it to. I've done this before. All you have to do is you send it to the Australian board and go, "Hey, why'd you do this?" And then you back and go, "Here's the reason." It's not unusual. They do this. They don't announce most of the time.
They don't? Oh, okay. I thought I think this article or something else said that they actually normally the information is just made available if you want it. This time they just didn't say.
Yeah, but I think it's more. I think sometimes the other time where they're getting their information from is the developer coming out. Yeah, this has been banned for this reason.
This is a shame because I've been
'Cause you can
watching
get
this
it.
one develop, and this one looked very good, and I was getting very psyched to be playing a new Silent Hill.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I know how you can get it and play it on the Xbox. No problem.
Get me to buy
Okay,
it and
great.
send it to you.
Yep. Or
Does that work?
or we just get Matt to buy some gift cards. You
Right.
change the region of your console to America, enter the gift card on an alt account,
Yeah.
buy it, make that alt account your home console, move back to Australia with that installed, and you're done.
Move back to Australia.
I'm way out of date with Silent Hill because Silent Hill Downpour was the last one on the 360. I've never even heard of it. Daniel Licht did the music for it. The guy who did the Dexter soundtrack.
Did not lick anything.
He died. Daniel Licht.
Oh. Because of that.
Yeah, I guess so. The game got banned in Australia, and he was like, "Fuck you." No. And then Silent Hill Homecoming, which I've also not played, was banned in Australia too. Till they
Oh, does it say why that was?
similarly banned, but then edited and released in a censored
See, this is
state.
why I call bullshit on this article. It was similarly banned. We don't know why the first one, this was banned,
Yeah.
but it's similar to this one. No,
Well, being banned is the similarity, I think, in
I
that
don't
sentence.
know. There's different reasons for it being banned. They could
Sure, but they were banned. They were both banned. I think that's what they mean. But
Well, this Silent Hill Downpour was not reviewed well.
no, 'twas not.
This was going to be the big comeback.
Are they still Activision Collection? 54
But no, the good
games.
thing is now with the Xbox as being there's no region lock anymore, so you can very
Yeah.
easily just order this overseas and you've got it.
I'll let you try it and let me know if it works.
No, I meant just a physical copy.
Luke, should I play
All right.
Assassin's Creed Shadows? I want to.
It looks good.
Looks really good.
I'm enjoying it. It is a little bit. It's different to Valhalla. It's more like what was the other ones before that? There was Origins,
Odyssey?
and-
Origins?
No,
Is it
it's
like them?
different to that as well.
Oh.
The world's different. The way you
Well, yeah,
the way
it's
you
Japan.
find missions is different. it's different, but I'm enjoying it. I would play it. If you want to try it out, do a trial of Ubisoft Plus for a month.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That
Do I get a
crossed my
free
mind.
month?
I don't know if you do. If
Just
you
give me
do-
a free month, Luke.
I can't give you a free month.
You son of a
I
bitch.
would if I could.
Why are you doing this? All right.
I just pay for mine.
Oh, you can get Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, I've got it.
$14.95 right now. There you go.
On GOG?
No, on Steam.
On Steam. I've got it on GOG, I'm pretty sure.
I want to play that.
It's
Yeah,
not.
it's-
Oh no,
Creed
the reason why you
looks
get it
good.
on Steam is because PC titles aren't rated the same as consoles.
Yeah. Yes, get it now. How much do I have to pay?
Masquerade Redemption. Oh man, I loved this game.
Oh, yeah.
$10. I'm going to put it in my wish list. Maybe one day.
Maybe someone will buy it for you. Actually, no, I think I'm pretty sure I
Alright.
do have a key for Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh, you do?
Pretty sure I do.
Interesting.
Let me have a look.
Just amassing these keys.
Empire. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda,
Hmm.
during this kerfuffle about the Switch 2, Nintendo just announced that the Legend of Zelda live-action movie will be released in March 2027. And everyone was like, what?
Yeah.
That's happening. So, yeah, there's an app that you can get, I think it's called Nintendo Today, that if you want to keep up to date on the Switch 2, because there's a Switch 2 announcement thing, Nintendo Direct, next week, which is going to have more info. There was no Switch 2 stuff in the Nintendo Direct the other day that had Metroid and all that in it. And then they said, yeah, get this app if you want news. And then in there was just, oh, by the way, Legend of Zelda, live-action movie, March 2027. Okay.
Yeah.
I do not think
I don't know
a
what-
Zelda movie is going to be good. I just can't.
Live-action, too. Not like the Mario one.
Yeah.
I mean, the tone of it would be different anyway, but yeah.
But how you hear
Yeah.
it's going to be mute?
Is it?
Well, Link doesn't talk.
Well, when I'm Link, he doesn't talk. He swears when he when he gets beaten up. But yeah,
Link doesn't talk, does he? Or have they started making
he
him
goes,
talk?
"Huh?
Yeah, that's all he said his entire life.
It's when he ejaculates.
It's
sure,
orgasms constantly.
Yeah.
It's his kink getting hit.
Maybe it's just the way I play the game.
But imagine that.
Oh, duck.
Imagine a barbarian. Like, imagine your kink was getting hit, and then you were like, "Fuck it, I'm just going to be a fucking adventurer,
Become an MMA
barbarian."
fighter.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, I don't want to fight that guy.
Fuck yeah.
Not him. Ugh. So yeah, no trailer, no.
Oh, no cast, nothing.
Nothing, just-
Director of one of the Planet of the Apes movies, but there are so many of them now that.
Oh, is that
love
true?
those
I didn't know
movies,
that.
and
There you go.
I haven't even seen the last one.
I haven't seen the one.
Where's Ball?
I've seen the one that came after the Wahlberg one. There was a Mark Wahlberg one.
The Tim Burton one.
Yep.
Yeah,
oh no
that
no, no
one.
no no no
And then there was the other one that had Franco in it.
yeah
Yeah,
so
that's
they're
the
still
new
doing
one.
the
The
Franco,
Franco
ones.
Forget
Yeah,
the Mark
so this
Wahlberg
is like
one.
part 6 of the
I like
Franco
the
ones.
Mark Wahlberg
Yeah,
one.
no. When I say forget it, what I mean is it's not part of that
Yeah, it's not
Yes.
canon.
series
No, I
at
was just
all.
trying to
It's-
remember who was in it. Yeah, it's Franco.
These are
I've
very
seen
good,
from
though.
Franco.
These get it's.
I've heard
what's
they're
his
good.
name?
I've not
Circus,
watched them.
Andy Circus.
That's
Oh,
right.
they're excellent. The
Yeah,
Franco
no,
one's
I've
the
heard
worst
that.
of them all, and it's excellent.
I don't know why I haven't seen them. It's just
Same.
it's not that
Actually.
I don't
Because-
want to, or it's just
There's
hasn't come
there's
up.
too many now, and like, can they really be that different from one another at this point?
Yeah, I actually don't know. I'd have to look. Off the top of my head, I wouldn't know which one to watch first. So
Yeah. Yeah, because they're all generically titled: Rise of the Planet of the Apes,
Yeah,
War of the
exactly.
Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
yeah, which comes first?
Yeah.
War or the dawn or the
Chicken
rise?
or the egg of the Planet of the Apes.
the
Chicken of the Planet
or
of the Apes.
or the ape. There's a trailer for Rust,
Yes.
Have you
the
seen
Rust
it?
movie.
And in
the Alec
fact, yeah, I
Baldwin
watched it just before
trailer.
this show.
Anyone
And I
get murdered
thought-
in it?
Well, here's the thing.
Is there
It was-
is there a scene where Alec Baldwin holds a gun pointing directly down the camera?
and the lens just shatters.
Yes, but it is conspicuously absent throughout the entire trailer. And then the very, very last shot is of him in that church drawing the gun, and then it cuts to the credit block.
What?
You think that was intentional?
I can't
I mean-
imagine it wasn't.
It's gross to say, but it's free marketing in a way to remind people of
Yeah,
that.
because at first I was like, why didn't they just change the name of this fucking movie? And then I was like,
Well,
because why would you have
It's
seen
fucking
it?
famous.
I might not have watched this. Yeah.
Right,
The
yeah.
thing is, I'm probably still not going to watch this.
I'll watch it
I'm not going
I
to go
was
to the
gonna watch
cinema
it to
for
begin
it.
with.
I'll watch
I'll
it
watch
when
it.
it comes out on whatever.
when it's on Tortuga. Tortuga just means turtle, you know. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, when it's on a turtle. When a turtle comes in with a Blu-ray perched on its shell.
Oh, have you seen this? So, Warner Brothers DVDs that they were selling in like early
yeah.
2000s were getting this like disc rot. They're actually replacing them,
Really?
but
Not all
they're
of
not
them.
replacing them with the same movie, evidently.
They're just standing.
Just whatever you get.
So
Yeah.
you'll send it off to go, hey,
I got
my
Porky's
DVD got
Revenge.
disc rot, and they'll go, great, and they'll throw a random DVD and send it back to you.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I did see the reason for that is stupid, but it makes some sense in that they don't have the rights to some of them anymore.
Yeah.
Which is that same thing with like this whole thing's a mess. This actually, we talk about how you should buy physical media because at least then you own it. Apparently not. Apparently that doesn't
No.
fucking matter.
Well, yeah, DVDs. When this one came up, evidently DVDs are meant to last like 30 to 100 years.
Right.
So
I mean, that's a pretty
100
big
years
gap.
is a long time, but we're coming up 30 years on a lot of them.
I was going to say, yeah, I might have to dig that box of DVDs out of the basement and see if any of them are disintegrating. Because I think people do talk about it like, I've bought this on disc, therefore I will have it forever. But apparently that's not the case. And
you know what
if it falls apart, they're not going to give it to you again. It's the same way. It's a little different, I guess. Like if they lose the rights to something on streaming, they just take it away from you now.
Yeah.
But like DVD, if it disintegrates, you just won't get a new one.
The thing
That's why
is,
you need to
though,
buy it in DVD and then
Rip it.
back it up,
it's
rip
not
it, and
just
then
about
make it back
watching.
up.
It's about collecting as well, and that is gone.
Sure.
Like, that's why we like to have DVDs, is because I've watched this movie and now it goes on the shelf of movies I have watched. And that's why people
Reminds
write
me of
letterboxd reviews and stuff like that, is because they need to keep track of it. And even like within Xbox, right? I was looking through my... You know, do you ever do this? Do you ever just go into your library of owned games to just look at games you've owned?
Sure.
Like, I just... And then
quite
I was
depressing
looking and I'm like,
sometimes.
oh, look, it's Far Cry, 3, 4, 5... Wait a minute, I own more than that. And then I'm like, oh, no, wait, I own physical copies of them, but now they're not in this library. But these ones aren't in that library. Like, and that annoys me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think my Xbox library is getting up to like 1,000 or something. It's sad.
Games or movies?
Games.
It
If only we
bums
could
me
share
sometimes.
them and loan them out to friends.
Hey, remember when the Xbox One came out? Microsoft wanted me to share my games. The internet didn't like that idea.
And we, the audience, begged them not to do it.
Yep.
I really like
We
Movies
wanna
Anywhere.
all pay.
That service where you can buy it and it just appears in all your different things. But it bugs me. Some movies aren't on it. Like, for example, Terminator 2, I own on... I think I bought it on Amazon. And it's just not part of Movies Anywhere.
Yeah.
So
Right.
if I look on my Apple TV, just go into my movies, it's not in there.
Yeah.
And I have to think, oh, fuck. Like, and I'm
that's
sure,
one.
I mean, everybody has this problem right now because wherever you buy it, you have to keep track of them. But it's just annoying that some of them are on here, some of them are on Google. I've bought them on Google before because it's cheaper there sometimes. And it's just like, I wish it was all the same place. So I could just see all of them.
That's why I just stick to only place I buy movies is on Xbox.
Yeah.
Just that way I know where they are
On your Xbox, yeah.
on my Xbox, but they're not.
I buy them
Speaking
from
of,
Tortuga. They're all in my Plex library.
I watched 2 Schwarzenegger movies this week.
Did you?
Did
We're
he
gonna go to
punch
the
a
after
camel
credits
in
soon.
any of them?
No, he didn't. But I do love that movie.
He didn't watch
So we know which
he
movies
didn't watch
it's not.
Conan the Barbarian.
I didn't watch Conan the Barbarian, although I will, because I watched
That's
last
a great
week. I watched
movie.
it's so good. The writing, it has no right to be written that well. This you can trust. Like, it's just fucking dialogue. It's fucking such a good movie. But I'm going to watch all of the old Arnie movies again because, like, I watched some of his bodybuilding docos and stuff last week, and I was like, oh, now I want to watch his movies.
This is a
I'm
body
not
I
necessarily
like.
watching in any order. I watched one the other night, and I've always known that I liked this movie, but when I was watching it, I actually thought to myself, this is one of my favorite movies ever, and that is Predator.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that is such a good movie.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Like, it's a great action movie, but it's also a great science fiction movie.
Yeah.
And it just the misdirection of they think they're there for one thing, but the CIA has a secret plan. They're actually there for something. But the fucking alien thing has nothing to do with any of that.
Yes.
Like, that's just a shitty coincidence for these guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
And the scene where they just
Yeah, it's
mow
excellent.
down the rainforest, the jungle.
Yeah.
where it's just
Because you
Torching
think when he's shooting and he comes, Arnie walks up next to him, you think he's going to go, hold your fire, like, calm the fuck down. He just shoots as well. And then the other dude's just like, fuck it, I guess we're all just shooting into the fucking woods. Yeah, so good. There's one scene where they take the camp where for some reason they felt it necessary for Arnie to have not one but 2 corny one-liners. But if you ignore those...
Did he say
There's
stick
not-
around in that one? No.
Yeah, stick around,
It is
and
stick
then
around, yeah.
and then there's I don't know something else, but
That's Commando where he kicks the guy under the pipe. He goes, let off some steam.
your farmer, he has a couple of acres. But other than that, it is the tightest script that you could imagine. But strangely, I watched another movie called Stay Hungry, right?
Okay.
Which
heard of
is
that
if
before.
if you don't count Hercules in New York, which hadn't come out yet, Stay Hungry is actually his first movie.
Okay.
And he plays a bodybuilder from Austria. And it's just this classic 70s movie where the plot is just an investment banker wants to buy a gym because he wants to knock down a whole city block. but he
Right.
starts working out at the gym and getting to know the people at the gym, and then becomes friends, and then doesn't want to buy it.
Doesn't want to destroy
You know
it
what I mean?
anymore.
Like just
Yeah.
classic plot, old-fashioned movie plot. But Arnie is super naturalistic in it. Like he talks with his accent and stuff, but he's an immigrant, so it
Right.
fits. He's not trying to be a Green Beret, born and bred
Yeah,
American with just this ridiculous accent. And like I was like, okay, he actually can be extremely realistic
Yeah.
when he wants to, or at least could, before he realized he didn't have to.
I can
Is it a
tell you
good
why
movie?
it has an R rating. 2 women prostitutes show a great deal of cleavage in their dresses. One goes into a rub-down massage room at a spa room and takes her top off, both breasts fully exposed.
Good lord. But can you watch that?
I did watch it, and in fact, I've got to admit something. So this film stars Sally Field, right?
Okay.
Sally Field, who I probably know most as Forrest Gump's mum.
I know
Sure.
her more from Cannonball Run. No,
Yeah,
Smoking the
which
Bandit.
was
I mean,
after this as well.
I guess neither of those
She's
surprised me.
fucking beautiful
Yeah,
in
right.
this movie. Like she is a knockout, and she plays just this fucking. She's Arnie's girlfriend, but then she falls in love with the banker, who's Tron. What's his name?
Oh,
Bridges.
Bridges.
yeah.
Jeff
Bridges.
Bridges. He's charming as fuck. But she's fucking gorgeous. I was like, oh man, I wouldn't have. So if somebody said, hey, oh, even when she was young, she was pretty, I'd be like, yeah, don't give a shit, mate. No. Beautiful.
No, she was gorgeous back then.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I'm sure she's fine now, but back then.
Yeah. I'm not.
I'm sorry, Sally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's not one
Patron
of those people.
Sally.
Yeah, listener Sally
I'll give
is
you a
writing
code.
in.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. If you'd go Sally Field, write in and tell us. Would you do her now, just for the memory of doing her when you watch the old movies?
Like
Well,
I
that's
would have
weird.
with
Luke
Carrie
often
Fisher.
said that. I was going to say Luke always said that about Carrie
And
Fisher.
I still would with Debbie Harry.
I would
Did you
with
get?
Carrie Harry
You guys
as well.
didn't respond to my fuck, marry, kill that I sent in the WhatsApp.
But it looked, for some reason, that picture of Kenny Baker looked like he was trapped inside the R2. And I was
That's how
like,
I like him. That's how I
it'd be
like him.
very easy to
What
fuck,
was
marry,
it
or kill him.
again?
I mean, I
Although
think
I do love-
the answer is obvious. To
I
the,
don't know. I had a hard time with it. That's why I didn't answer.
Did you?
My favourite meme, though,
I think.
he would have used.
No, I had
would
a
have
very
used his-
hard time with this.
Let's be clear. It's because it was Natalie Portman and Carrie Fisher, right? Kenny Baker
Yes.
was the obvious.
Yeah.
I think.
Like,
No
And
offense
to
to
be
Kenny
clear,
Baker.
You could probably also fuck the one you marry, right? They're not saying marry and never fuck.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
yeah. But the way I look at it, the one that you fuck, you get to fuck once. The one you marry.
Yeah.
So
I'll be honest, guys, and I love Carrie Fisher. I'd only want to fuck her once. I wouldn't want
I
to.
don't know.
That's what I was like. It
Evidently
seems quite
crazy-
obvious to me.
Crazy
that-
is good in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but-
Once, mate. Once.
Yeah.
You know, you see all the guys she was fucking married to? They didn't stay married to her for long. she was
I fucking love Carrie Fisher, but I do not want to marry Carrie Fisher.
I think I could stay married to her.
All right. Fine.
But d-
Dan and I'll share Natalie Portman.
yeah, tell you what, we will each fuck her once then, and then you can marry her.
And we'll just all murder Kenny Baker. Resurrect him from the dead and murder him.
Yeah, yeah,
This was only one of them was alive in that we had to go off.
yeah, true.
Oh, that's
True.
Yeah.
But I prefer the meme that's, hey Anakin, fuck, marry, kill, Padme.
Challenge accepted.
Have you seen that one where it's that meme of them talking and he's
Yeah.
like and they're oh god, what is the dialogue? I think our AI could be good. And
To
have you
enhance
seen
the
that
plot,
one?
right?
Yeah, to enhance the plot, right? To enhance the plot, right? And the last
Yeah.
famous Padme with
She's
huge
got
tits.
massive tits. So good. So good.
Very funny.
We have a Star Wars alum.
We do.
in
I
our-
was annoyed about this actually. We've got for the after party. We've got Geek of the Week coming up. So where Luke will decide who's the best celebrity who's died.
The most worthy.
Yeah. If you want the after party, you got to go to patreon.com/multiple nerdgasm. And for as little as $5 a month, you can get the after party. Or for $1 a month, you get the show early and you get to participate in the community on there. And we love our patrons. They make this show possible. So, head on over and we're going to head over on to the after party.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
See you there.
That's all for this week. Thank you for listening and we hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe in iTunes to receive episodes automatically. We'll see you next time.